2 days ago, I bought my tickets to Naples, or Napoli, I should say, and I'm actually leaving in less than 3 days. In fact, by the time you watch this video, I'll probably already be in Italy. Ma perché vado in Italia? Qual è la ragione? Che farò qua per I prossimi 3 mesi? I'm clearly still practicing my Italian, but the actual reason why I'm going to be here for 3 months and maybe not longer is because I can't. Given my passport and everything, I can only be here for 90 days within a period of 180 days. So that means if I wanted to stay longer, I would have to leave the European Union, or the Schengen area to be precise, and wait for 3 months before I can come back again. So if I could be here for longer, I would definitely be here for at least 6 months so I can actually polish and learn to speak Italian completely fluently. So why Italy out of all the possible countries out there? I've given a lot of people many different answers, and probably sometimes I've said, the food, the country, the history, the language. But I think overall there is one thing that lays behind all of this, and that is, after spending so much time at home, I feel like I have to relearn to travel and relearn what it takes to live in another country without truly losing focus. I got to the point now where I don't want to sacrifice the focus that I can have for work, to make money, to grow my business, and to do the things that I truly want to do just because I get distracted by the traveling. And so I thought that going to Italy would be the best way to start thinking long term, but also acting short term. And so in a way, we can say that it's more about taking the small steps that eventually will lead to the big steps. And so before taking the leap to a completely different country this time, I thought, why not go to a country where I can get an advantage, let's say by already understanding probably more than 50% of the language. The food or the people, I know that it will not be as hard. In some ways, of course, it's expensive compared to Southeast Asia, but it wouldn't be as hard to transition into getting into momentum again when it comes to move around. So what exactly is the plan moving forward? Now, I want to be able to truly document this, to be able to capture my experiences, to share all the process along the way of how I'm pulling this off and how I'm doing it. And I'm doing that for 2 reasons. Basically, number one is because I want to be able to have a memory for myself, something that I can look back into and just see and say, wow, that was something amazing that I was lucky to experience, or something that I was able to see. And I don't want to depend on my own memory to be able to recall this kind of experiences. And so if I record it, or if I document it, just as I write it down on my diary, I know that I can look back maybe 10 years into it, and then I would be able to relive in some ways all these beautiful experiences. On the other hand, I think the second reason why I'm sharing this is because I want to be able to use all these things that I share with you as a way to give you more context, so that you understand what it truly happens behind the scenes, and also to be able to give you the capacity to make better decisions along the way, so that obviously if it's towards pleasure, to be able to help you experience the exact same thing, and if it's away from pain, then to help you avoid all the struggles or the painful things that I had to go through, so that you can avoid that, you can skip that part and actually get to enjoy the best of the best. So now let me tell you my plan when it comes to the next 3 months, what I'm going to do, how I plan to do it, and also how I'm managing and dealing with work. So when it's 3 p.m. here in Italy, it's just 9 a.m. in New York. And having an agency that I started, a marketing agency, a couple of months back, all my clients are pretty much based in the US. So that means when it's 9 a.m. there, it's 3 p.m. here. And so I would have to work probably from 3 p.m. up until 11, sometimes midnight, depending on the workload. But that's kind of normally how I'm starting to do it. And on the other hand, which is the other way around, I know, but the morning, let's say waking up, going for a walk, trying to see the places, I want to be able to maximize that time during the weekdays, let's say, so that I can check out first of all, the touristic places, like go to the Vesuvius, go to, maybe Pompeii, and by the way, if you don't know where these places are, it's Naples. So I'm going to be in Naples for 3 months, and I'm here. I want to be able to use this time to go to the places, obviously check off all the touristic stuff first, and then that way I can actually transition to doing more of the local things as well. And so instead of me waiting for the weekend to actually go to these kind of places, I might as well just go through during the weekday, and then I hope it's not going to be as crowded as if it was in the weekend. So that's kind of like my logic. But so far it's been about a week, and so I didn't really shoot this part of the video because I wanted to wait a little bit and actually get some context so I can then tell you what I've been doing or what I've been trying and what's kind of working for me right now. So I guess one of the things that you can truly help me with if you're watching this video is literally go down in the comments and let me know exactly what you would like to learn about the whole process. Like if there's something that you'd love to see, as in anything regarding any subject in the matter when it comes to traveling to a different country, to try to adapt, to actually live there, to learn the language, to be able to connect with the people and maximize all the opportunities here. So if there's anything you would like to learn, I think it would also allow me and give me direction in a way where I know that I can share these things with you and they would be valuable for you too.